Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You warming off? Glad you are, because I'm sweating my bollocks off. If I had them. I don't have to worry about those things at the moment. They're safely tucked away in a jar in the back. Oh, I'd like to welcome you all to the... Where am I? Piero's. Tonight. I stay. Okay, change the name, call it Sadie's. Honestly, tonight is not the best night to be wearing 3 pairs of nylons, 2 thongs, and a bodice. Moist is my word du jour. Who keeps whistling? Is that your coil? Right, I'd like to welcome half of Dublin. Well, wherever it is you're from, it's Ireland.
Thank you very much.
County Meath. Good evening, County Meath. You alright? Look at all you women now. I bet you'd all wish you'd made the effort. I'm just getting warmed up, don't worry. I'd like to welcome you all here tonight for my little show that I'm going to be doing for you. Let me get rid of that because I feel like I'm wearing the Shroud of Turin. Now, anybody who's seen a drag show before, hands up please. Who hasn't? Who couldn't, whether they've seen one or not? Well, mine's a little bit different from one you might have seen before. Because I do this pretty much on my own. All the number. Sorry, my mistake. It must have sounded like I was finished speaking. You may well hide. Where are you from? Leeds. I should have guessed it. Sorry. You alright, Leeds? Stand up, let me have a look. Come on. That's nice, isn't it? That's quite a surprise. I mean, fantastic what you can get with a gyro. Now, I mustn't tease. Leeds has just become famous in its own right. They found a new mountain there. Found it and named it. They called it Kill a Man for a gyro. Thank you very much. Now, as I said, my show is a little bit different. Because pretty much all the way through the show I am on my own with this. I've got my people here. My people. I have people. Bette Midler, for example, has 2 Lear jets and 15 articulated lorries. I get 2 queens and a bricklayer. I'll let you guess which one the bricklayer is. Tried it once, I didn't like it. Mind you, she's quite smiley for one of them. As are you. Quite smiley, because normally if you meet a man... And I say it like that, because when I was brought up, if my mother didn't like a word, or didn't want to say a word, she just used to mouth it and make a noise. You know what I'm on about here, don't you? So for example, she used to do things like this. She used to go, you know that woman next door? She's going into hospital. She's having a... She's having a... Something old. Or she'd say things like, You know them two women who live down the road? Together. They're, Is that the one? That's the Do you know, I was 30 years old before I found out that a gay woman wasn't called at that noon. And as I said, she's quite smiley for one. Because normally they're such miserable cows. Mind you, wouldn't you be if you had to stare at one of them for the rest of your life? Right, get back to what I was saying. Yes, normally it's just me doing the show, but tonight I do have a bit of extra help. I've got my people. So I've got my lighting person. That's Matthew. And I have my dressing person. That's Mark at the end. And I have my music person. That's Caroline in the middle. That's it. As I say, all the numbers I'll pretty much do on my own. So after each number you'll see me fly off the stage, get changed, come back out, and do a lot of different numbers tonight from a lot of musicals that you'll know. So for example this evening we've got Chicago. Yes. Got a bit of Julie Andrews in there. Copacabana. It's got a tribute to Dame Shirley Bassey. And tonight I have a very special guest with me. I am honoured. Honoured. Because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of working with Freddie Mercury. Now, it might look a bit different from what you remember it. Do you know, it's a brave man that'll turn his back on me. I say, Freddie Mercury might look a bit different from what you remember him. Maybe not quite as tall.
Like me.
I'll just leave it to your imagination. So we've got him on the stage later on as well. Now, I don't ask much of the audience.